Page 8. Picking and fretting hand markings. Let me do a quick run through of the picking hand. All picking hand markings are found below the staff. Thumb is abbreviated TH. So thumb picks third, fourth, or fifth string. Index is a capital I, also of course found under the staff when called for. Picks only the second string until further notice. Middle, the capital M, found below the staff, picks only the first string until further notice. And now the fretting hand. Fretting hand markings are found above the tab staff, and there are various abbreviations for the fretting hand fingers. IND for index, MID or mid for middle. Ring finger is ring, not abbreviated. Pinky is abbreviated pink. PINK. So now I'm at the tab staff at the bottom of page 8, and I will first talk through the fretting hand fingers that are happening. Again, that's above the staff. It starts out with 3 open strings. I'll give you a little count off here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and third, first, fifth, pink frets, first string, fourth fret, back to fifth string, and now the pink moves up 1 fret to first string, fifth fret, index frets the second string, third fret, then you once again play the first string, fifth fret, still held down. Let me play that first measure once more. This time, follow the fingerings with your eye. I'll just play through the notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the second measure, still regarding the fretting hand. I'll give you a little count here to get us going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Third string, pause, fifth string, third string, first. Now ring finger frets second string, fifth fret, open first string, index frets second string, first fret, and that completes that measure. So now follow those finger markings as I play through measure 2 with a count off. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm on the third measure. There's 3 fretted notes in a row, starting with ring finger, first string, second fret, index finger at second string, first fret, middle finger at third string, second fret. The next 3 strings are all open. Index frets second string, first fret, middle frets third string, second fret, and that completes the third measure. Let me play the third measure in tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now the final measure is a third string open, a 3-string pinch. So we hold down the first and second frets of the second and first strings simultaneously and pinch those notes with the fifth string open. And then it ends with all open strings, first, second, and fifth, picked all simultaneously, or a three-string pinch. Here is the final measure in tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let me play that whole line in tempo for you. Keep your eye for now on the fretting hand fingerings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now, still on page 8, let's run through the picking hand fingers, which, as I said, are found below the staff in capital letters. The very first note is capital TH for thumb, capital M for middle picks, and then capital TH for thumb picks again. At that point, you should be aware of what picking hand finger picks what string. That would be middle finger picks, but it doesn't have to be marked because you should assume that middle finger picks the first string. And you should assume that thumb always picks the fifth string. Then in the second measure, we have a few more picking hand markings. Starting in the second measure, thumb picks third. After the pause, thumb picks the fifth. Notice index breaks the rules a little bit by picking the third string. Middle picks the first. From there, it is assumed you know what picking hand finger to use on the up and coming strings. When picking hand markings become a little unusual, I tend to fill them in at that point, such as the end of the third measure, you have an index picking second string, not so unusual. Then the thumb picks the third string at the second fret. And to avoid a double thumb, in the final measure, the index picks the third string open before the two three-string pinches. Don't be too frustrated if you couldn't keep up with me when playing this line of tablature on page 8. It's actually, music-wise, it's far more complex than the tabs you'll be learning in the up-and-coming pages. The important thing, again, is that you understand what picking hand fingers to use when picking a string, and then what fretting hand fingers to fret the strings with. So I hope this helps to bring those two concepts home.